so that we can see if everybody likes it. Okay, so like I said, while I was on the cruise, this way of doing our power hour or inviting was brought to my attention. And somebody sent me their template, and I basically like took the information and made it like our teams. So the same information is here, but it's just slightly different. But I feel like this way will help our team better. So how it works is everybody's going to start out every day, and you're always going to add people to the list. So normally when we would take the 2 minutes and we would write prospects on there for challengers or coaches, you're just going to add them onto this list. So then every day you're going to pick 10 people, well, 5 to 10 people, depending on what your goals are for Success Club. I'm going to shoot for 10, but everybody can do what they want. But you're going to just go through and pick those 10 people, and you're going to do this funnel system every day. So that's how it works. The first day, the first 10 people, you're going to like and comment on a few of their posts. And then in 2 days, you're going to come back and you're going to go to step 2. So then today, I did 3 from yesterday. So I don't have to do anything today, but tomorrow I'm going to have to do more. So it just keeps adding on, but it's something simple. Like you just like and comment on a couple of their pictures and then you're done. And this is so people can see that you're engaging in their posts, so that when you do send an invite, it's not 100% random, if that makes any sense. So how the step system goes is, so step 1 is like and comment on a few of their posts. Then in 2 days, you go to step 2, which is like, comment, and message them to connect. Then the third one is check your message history, do your follow-ups if you have to follow up with this person, and then ask about them. And then 2 days after that, you go to step 4, which is follow-up messages. So if they haven't messaged you back or you haven't talked to them in a couple of days, then you're just going to reconnect with that person again. And then 2 days later, you're going to go to step 5, which is invite to a challenge group, coach opportunity, free, one of our free groups. You're going to invite them to one of those things. And then you go to step 6 in 2 days after that. And you're going to see if they responded. If they responded, great. You're going to need to message them back. If they didn't respond, remind them of the deadline for the group. And then in 2 days, if they still haven't messaged you back, you're going to put their name at the bottom of this list again, and you're going to start the process over in 30 days. So that's how that works. And in every one of these boxes, I think it was Megan that was telling me about this, but whoever I was talking to, I've talked to so many people this past week. So whoever you talk to that day, she was putting like X's and check marks on it, but I feel like putting a date is going to be easier, especially where it's an Excel spreadsheet. Then you can see the exact day, so you know what days you need to search for in your Excel document, so you know what step you need to go to that. So for today, and obviously I don't have very many people to do it to today, but tomorrow I will. And I only know that because I put yesterday's date in. So we're going to try this. Like I said, all of these I was talking to Savannah about it yesterday, and all of these basically have almost everything in our power hour, but not. So instead of writing down people's friend accepts from the day before on our Power 3 chart, you're going to just add them to the bottom of this list. And you're going to start doing that with them at the bottom of the list. So it's like skipping a step, I guess, with your friend accepts, but it still takes them through the same process so that you know where everyone is, so you can keep track of everybody better. So I thought it was a neat idea, but I guess we'll see how we like it. And if we like it, then our whole team can switch completely over to this system. Or if you prefer this one over the other one, or other people like the Power 3 better than the the 7-step funnel, then that's fine too. But I just figured that this is going to be an easier way to connect and keep track of everybody that we talk to. Whereas, like pen and paper, I love pen and paper, but sometimes it's hard to keep track of people with pen and paper. So, anyways, that's that. Why is it not? Okay.
I think it just sounds really easy, which I like.
Yeah, and it's just it tells you exactly what you need to do every day too, and that's what I like about it. Because a lot of times, like especially with our neuro coaches, they're like, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. So like this tells you exactly what to do. So like and comment on 5 to 10 people's pictures that you want to join your challenge group or to join you in coaching. Then the next day it takes you a step further. So it really does break it down really well, I think. So anyways, so we're going to try that today. So where we haven't really done anything with it, we're just going to start in on it right now. So you're going to write down, I guess you can just write down 10 people right now that you want to coach or that you have as prospects so that you can start doing this with. So this is probably going to take like 8 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer, and obviously if we need to adjust it, we can. And then we'll just add everything else in our power hour into it afterwards. Because the one thing I was telling Savannah, one thing that I learned throughout this week is that us as coaches, we try to make things way more complicated than they need to be, and we just need to stick with the basics. So that's why I'm trying to come up with more simpler things for everybody so it doesn't seem so hard and time consuming. And anybody can like and comment on a couple pictures a day. So, Brianna, I did just learn this though yesterday. So you know Jen Burgess?
Yeah.
This is what she uses every day.
Oh, is it?
Yep. I mean, obviously I did tweak it a little bit, but like this is what she uses. Because you know how she says she likes and comments on people's stuff all the time?
Yeah.
Like this is what she uses for it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, because Megan got it from Jen, I think is what she said.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, so it was Megan, because it was when we were driving down to Utah that Megan brought it up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's sweet. Let me go to my friends list.
still got my Swayze moves too. My favorite movie is Ghost. How could I forget that pottery scene? That movie. You know, I rented that in 1991. You know, it's a good thing Blockbuster went out of business. My late fees, you have $200,000. So, now, sweetheart, you come over here and help me with these burgers. Instead of making pottery, thank you. I'm sorry. This was way sexier last night when I was practicing with my dog. This was throwing me off. I'm trying to. You can show us in a way. You know what? Plan C. I'm gonna order some pizza. We have a big family. And extra mushrooms. Didn't say we were any good.
Okay, did you get all yours in? Or do you
Yep,
still?
got
Okay. Well done.
Used to love watching DJF. Honestly, she's that good. Positions, ladies. Right hand red.
Okay. So then, like I was looking through my list yesterday, and the only thing that's not on the list, so I'm still going to do some challenge group invites every day aside until I get to that point in my steps. So, because I don't want to lose the momentum from inviting. But the only other one is, do you have any follow-ups that you need to do today?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay, so let's do you what? Your internet's cutting out. Your computer with you. Can you at least, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Alright. I just can't understand. Oh. I can see you laugh now.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
You see it?
Yes. Wait.
That's it.
Wait. Hold it back over. There we go. Okay. Perfect. The miming or the charades, whatever it is. Okay. So you do have follow-ups though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do, how many do you have, or how long do you think it'll take you?
Maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll do my follow-ups too.
Okay.
You can do like your Hey, I know what you guys are watching.
It's her favorite.
Really?
Yeah, she absolutely loves it.
That's awesome.
Pass you the remote. Where is it? I don't know where it is.
Megan, what are you doing?
Hi.
You can say hi.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Just a second. Here.
Hi.
And hi, Avery.
What's
Isn't
your
her
little
baby
baby's?
cute?
What's your little baby's name?
Her name is Lakin.
What?
Lakin.
Lake.
Lakin? Is she
Yeah.
a girl?
She is a girl.
I have a baby sister named Blakely.
Do you? Do you like her?
Well, I'm watching Full House.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
What she looks like? Okay. Okay.
Oh. Look at me. Is there a baby friend?
Say hi, baby. Say hi. Like the show?
That's awesome. Look. Look.
Look. Look at that baby. Say hi. Say hi. What you doing? What's the baby doing? She's just excited. Yeah. What is up with your tongue?
Fine, Mom. I just discovered it.
Yeah.
What is this? Here you go. Right.
Yeah, little baby. Oh, she's so cute.
So,
Did you get all your send?
did what?
Did you get all your send?
Yeah. Are you done with yours?
Yeah, I finished.
Okay. So, the next one that we need to do is your vital behavior check. And I don't know if you saw this or not, but they added a fourth vital behavior, which is recognition. So
Right.
I was telling Savannah that even for challengers, like recognize your challengers even if it's in like secret to where they're anonymous. Like
Okay.
make sure that you're sending or recognizing them for working hard. And same with your coaches. Like even if they're like discount coaches, like maybe recognize or thank them for having you as your coach. Just little things like that that will make a big difference. Will make them feel special, basically. So that's part of the reason why they added that. So yeah, that's why they added that. Okay, open up with you. So, anyways, so we gotta add that into our thing too. But I'm gonna do that once a day. And it'll vary between me recognizing coaches and customers and
Right.
So then obviously I need to come up with another checklist so that this all works out. But then the other thing that we need to do is we need to do like get on our Coach Online Office and check everything on there.
On our Coach Online Office?
Yeah. Sorry, normally this runs a little more smoothly.
Just want to do that right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just logging in to see. What? What? Oh. think that's the best noise ever.
I know.
Hearing Google with each other. Even when they're up at midnight doing it.
Hold on a second. They're being loud. I can't hear you.
Oh.
Hey, Avery, be quiet. Avery. Avery's quiet. Okay, what'd you say?
So I was going to tell you, too, that I don't know if you listened to the National Wake Up Call yesterday, but that one's a really good one to listen to.
Avery, knock it off.
Did you catch it?
Get off the podcast.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's good. And then even last week's was really good, too, because I listened to
Really?
both again yesterday while I was cleaning my kitchen up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So, now they have, like, training tips.
Nice.
That's cool. Let me see what this is all about. Oh, maybe. There it is. Help your customers get results with Shakeology. Ask questions and highlight the benefits of Shakeology to help your customer recognize how it can help them to get results. And then it gives you a document for Shakeology engagement questions.
That's awesome.
Another one that says there's more to your daily Shakeology than just weight loss. There's energy, focus, and dense nutrients. If your customers feel the benefits from their daily dose of Shakeology, then convince them to take the leap from customer to coach by sharing the coach opportunity presentation. Then it has a link to that too. That's cool.
That's
Didn't know that existed. Wow. I'm going to save this page to my desktop. Then I'll add it to my Dropbox later.
Perfect. How are you liking your Dropbox?
So I like it. So to be honest, I've had one for a long time, but it's been such a mess that I haven't been able to function with it. So when I got home, obviously I got home Thursday. We didn't really do anything. So like Sunday, I had a little bit of time. So I started cleaning it out. So I pulled all my folders out of it and I started deleting extra images that were in it. So hopefully when it's more clean, then I can share my Dropbox with you guys as soon as I start like uploading. Because like I have a 5-day clean eating folder. I have a water challenge folder now. And I should do the coach opportunity folder too. I think I have a 5-day sneak peek one actually. But so all I have to do is just drag my folders and drop it into Dropbox and all of my stuff is there. So I think it'll help once I actually get it working so that it doesn't look like a jumbled mess. But I think it'll be nice for everybody. Because then instead of me sending everybody things individually, I can just be like, go to Dropbox to this folder and it's in there under this tab or whatever. So hopefully that's
awesome.
Saving us all time in the long run. Because then you can
Have you seen this on your under training tools? It's 3 ways to keep your challengers engaged.
Let me see. Hold on.
It's pretty sweet. They have like daily themes, and so they've got Motivational Monday, and then where you put like quotes, social postcards, videos, whatever. Then Tasty Tuesday, where you put your favorite recipes or Shakeology picks. Wacky Wednesday is the fun picks of workout, drinking Shakeology. Challenge Thursday, so you challenge them to push-ups, planks, squats, etc. Flex Friday is muscle picks, and then Thankful Saturday. You have them do like a picture or a list of things that they're thankful for.
Well, do you say that was in trainings?
So on the right-hand side of your screen, like where like you just listed this stuff for it. There's like Summit, like New Leader Conference, Summit 2016, your Shakeology stuff you were just reading about. So there's one that says training tools.
Okay.
If you click on that, and then if you scroll down like halfway through, it says training tips, 3 ways to keep your challengers engaged.
Okay.
You see it?
Let's see. Hold on. Phew. Oh my gosh. Oh, training. Are you on?
Yeah.
Okay. Three ways to keep your challengers engaged. That's
Yeah.
recognition, accountability partners. That's cool. So that's what I've kind of been trying to do, like even with my Facebook page. I don't know if you noticed that or not. So like
Right.
I clearly have my Monday down. I know what I do on Mondays. But so like everybody did, there was someone that on one of the national wake up calls that said that they do like a water Wednesday. So they do a water challenge every Wednesday to see if you can get all your water in that day. And they even go to as far as like saying share your favorite water recipe at the bottom, which I thought was good because that is where I lack really bad. I actually did pretty good yesterday though, considering. But I do like those, and those might be fun to add into the as like challenges, I guess, for every day on top of just like the regular posts that we do.
Yeah.
So
I think, yeah, even if you like did it on your Instagram, like, or something, you know what I mean?
yeah, no, I like that a lot. And
There's like several like Instagram trainings. I know like Shalene did one, and then I've seen a couple more like posted on Facebook. I keep like getting bombarded with like webcasts on my Facebook. But I think I'm gonna do a couple of them just to kind of try and switch over a little bit, because I do think like Facebook gets really bombarded with like people stuff. Like I'm still gonna keep doing stuff on Facebook, but I think I'm gonna start gearing up with Instagram.
see, and that's what I want to do too. And if you notice on that 7-step funnel system, on the top, I have 2 tabs. I have a Facebook one and I have an Instagram one too. So, because I would like to venture out into Instagram. And I told Jordan, I'm like, I think I'm just going to fork out the $100 and do Shalene's Instagram training so that I can train you guys on how to use it better.
Right.
So that, because we just need to get a jump on it, and I'd rather do it sooner than later too. But I know there is like an art and a craft to Instagram. I just haven't figured it out yet. And I told Jordan, I'm like, he's like, well, why don't you just figure out what it is? And I'm like, that's the problem, is I don't have time to sit and dink around and try to figure out what's working, what's not. I'd rather fork out $100 and have somebody tell me exactly what's working and what's not working and what I need to do so that I can see what I'm not doing. So that's where I'm at with that. So I might do it today while he's not here with my Beachbody money, and then maybe he won't even notice.
I just used some of my Beachbody money to buy a chicken coop, so
Ooh, look at you.
I'm super excited about it. And I'm actually going to be buying a new laptop because the one that we've got, Wyatt took it apart to fix it, and when he put it back together, he did something wrong, so everything works on it except it won't connect to the internet.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, that helps me a lot. So I think I'm just going to buy my own personal laptop.
Nice. Yes. I like that.
I know.
It's, and I think it's Shalene. I'm pretty sure Shalene says that sometimes to grow your business, you need to invest in your business. Well, she says that all the time.
Yeah, because everything I've got like to do my stuff right now is my phone.
Yeah. See, and my phone is a piece of junk. And I told Jordan, I'm like, I just want to go in right now and get a new phone because my phone is a piece of junk. Because it's his old phone, because Paisley dropped my old phone. So it snapped and broke. But yeah, now I'm stuck with his old phone. So my battery life only lasts like half a day, and then I have to plug it in again.
Yeah, like I got a new phone for Christmas because mine died. But like, so it works really good, but there's a lot of stuff like my spreadsheets and stuff I can't do on my phone.
Yeah. See, and that's my problem too. So that's why it's nice to have a laptop. Because I even wanted to upgrade my laptop so that it was more like my Mac desktop. And that's why I want to get my Dropbox working, because then I can put all of like my daily forms in there, and then you can access that on your phones. Like you can download a Dropbox app on your phone. So yeah, so that's why I'm not trying to like really push it. What you want, sweetheart? Goodness. Alexa, we're being so stinker. Being so stinker. Oh, I know it's that girl's feeling so sad. What? Do you want something? Here you go. Want this? Here you go. So, anyways, then I started doing the water challenge thing yesterday. Like, the stuff for the water challenge, I guess. So I'm really excited about that.
That's awesome.
We're gonna start it probably on Monday, 28th.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be a 5-day one. So I don't know if we should try it on Facebook first, or if you want to just get everyone's emails, because then we have their contact information, so we can send monthly specials and stuff with the e-cards. So I don't know what you want to do. We can all run our own. And I can just put all of the pictures and stuff in Dropbox. And as long as everybody signs up for a Dropbox account, then you should be able to access it. So I don't know what you want to do. What do you think?
I think either way would be great.
Because I think that I need to kick you guys out. You guys got to learn to fend for yourselves. But you're my little coach chickies. Some of my newer ones, like Savannah, she just finished her clean eating group. So
That's awesome.
I know that she's all excited about the water one. So I don't know, like even in my water one, I can add you coaches into it so you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, if you would add me, that'd be awesome.
So, I mean, I haven't set anything up like that yet. I've been doing, here, I'll show you. So, like, Savannah actually sent me this article yesterday. And she sent me this 25 ways to drink more water. So, like, there's all these different, like, topics that I can do every day. And some of them, I'm going to combine them. So, I'm going to try to condense it to 5. So, like, yesterday I went and made this. Today's challenge is to know how much you should be drinking, and then I'm going to add onto it and keep track of how much you drink for the day.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be like, I'll have all these, like all the different challenges in the Dropbox. So all you guys have to do is grab them from Dropbox and enter them in the challenge grab portal too. So
That's awesome.
it should be, hopefully it's easy for you guys. And then I just have to figure out, I think I might just do a spreadsheet. Do you think an Excel doc would be the easiest way to do it, where you write the information of what needs to go in the group each day? Because I'm going to go through and I'm going to pre-schedule all the posts in one day. And so that's why I want to do the Excel spreadsheet, because if you guys want to do the same thing, and then I'll just go in and check in once a day before bed and like and comment underneath all the challengers' posts and answer any questions. So that way, like, that's one less thing that I have to worry about every day. So
That's awesome.
I don't know what you're
I'll ask you too. Did you put the link to Breakfree? Okay, make sure it's not going in the bathroom. Did you put the link down to that? Was it like a new coach training or something you wanted us to do before we get our tank tops?
Oh, yes. So, oh my gosh, I was going to start that yesterday. Well, how about this? So do you want me to send you guys a new link, or do you want me just to repost in the one that we have?
It doesn't matter. Just repost. I mean, that's totally fine.
Okay. Because maybe I'll go through right now. Well, as soon as I'm done talking to you, I'll go through and I'll delete all the ones from the previous months, and I'll reschedule them starting today. So we'll be like a day behind, but hopefully that's okay. Because I even have it written on my calendar, and then that's about how yesterday went. So I'm glad that you reminded me about that. So thanks for that. And then I will post on the Beachbody coaches in the forum, I guess, that we're going to restart today. And then I'm going to try to make a video and upload it on like the rules and what to expect in the group too, so that everybody kind of knows what's going to happen and how to get your shirt and everything like that. Because I realized when I did it the first time, I never had a video like that. So everybody was like, I don't know how this is going to work. So I'll do one of those too today. Bye. Oh, you're leaving too? Are you going with Dad too? See ya. Daddy. Oh. It's okay. I know. What of your daddy, huh? It's okay. She what? Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Where did your marker go? Do you want a pen this time? Here you go. Here's a pen.
Oh, and the other thing I was going to tell you about, so I've been like trying to find a way to like balance my house because I feel like I can't keep it all day and it's just a disaster all the time. So I found a fly lady.
You what? You're cutting out again. So you're cutting out, Brianna? We're cutting out.
Have you ever heard of fly lady?
Flight Lady? Yes. I just heard of her too, actually.
I love it.
Really? I'll have to do it.
Yeah.
Because I started in on it like a long time ago. Like when I first got married. I think my grandma told me about it or something. So are you doing that then?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Nice.
You want to say hi to the baby? Say hi, baby. Say hi, baby. Oh, that's
so,
nice.
Brianna, when do you think would be a good day to do like the coaches get together? Because obviously everyone but your sister wanted to get together at my house for a night. So I don't know what day you think would give everybody enough time. And then like what day of the week do we do it on?
Well, I'm going to make my sister come no matter what, so she doesn't really have a say. So, so her opinion doesn't really matter.
Oh, great. Hopefully she watches the recording so she knows where you stand.
Emmy, if you're watching this, you already know how I feel. Your opinion doesn't matter.
Your sister is.
No, I'm good with whatever. Let's see. Let me check my calendar and kind of see where we're at. So, well, not this, let's see. In 2 weeks, we've got Super Saturday.
Yep.
And so, I'd say either 8th or 9th or 15th or 16th. So, it depends on if you want to do a Friday or a Saturday.
Okay. Well, I think Friday, I don't know. I almost wonder if Fridays would be a better night than Saturdays, but once again, I don't know.
Yeah, so it'd either be the 8th or the 15th, I think. I mean, well, anytime really in April.
Okay. Right.
So,
We all just pick a day and tell everybody that's when it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right.
So
Well, it just feels so weird because that funnel system, you have to go in steps. And so it feels weird not doing everything in one day that I'm used to.
right.
But
Yeah, that is
we'll
weird.
just have to get.
But I really like it though, honestly.
Yeah, I think it'll be really good and it'll help us become more organized too. And less paper
Right.
on our desk too.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Sweet.
well,
All right.
I guess I will let you go. Did you want to do a one-on-one or are you good for a little bit?
I'm good for a little bit. I've got, not including Wyatt, I have 2 new coaches this month.
Nice.
So, yeah. And they started 22-minute hardcore yesterday.
Cool.
So we're doing that. And then, other than that, it's just following up with people that are old challengers. Like, I've got like 2 people projected to be inactive, so I've got to follow up with them and see what the deal is with that.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing, so here's the other thing. So I had one coach, like, completely, like, cancel everything
Yeah.
because she didn't want to drink Shakeology anymore because it had green tea in it.
Oh.
And I think she, like, still does the workouts, but she, like, canceled all of it.
Oh.
And so it's like I'm trying to find a way to, like, talk to her and, like, kind of
Because is she
bring her
LDS?
back. Does that make sense?
That why? Is she LDS? Is that why she doesn't like the green tea?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she, like,
share with
she was
her
like,
Margita's take on the green tea being LDS.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I talked to her about that, but she's very, like, hardcore, I guess is the best way to describe her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I was just like, that's fine. Like, so I helped her, like, get her stuff returned or whatever. But then after that, like, she, like, canceled everything. So I'm just going to see if maybe I can get her back as far as, like, workouts go.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't have to be drinking Shakeology to, like, be a coach. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
yeah. Because there is other things too that she can get that doesn't have Shakeology. Like she can get the performance line too.
Right.
So I don't know. Because I lost a coach because they didn't have the performance line and they couldn't, like they're allergic to something in the Shakeology, so they couldn't drink it. But she's been talking to me again, but now we have more stuff that she can order to keep her active. So I'm hoping
Right.
maybe she'll jump back into it. We'll see.
That would be good.
But,
Sweet.
well, I guess I will let
Right.
you go and I'm going to go do my workout. And
I've already finished mine for the day. Hallelujah.
what time did you do it at?
I did it at 7.
Whoa. We should text
Yeah.
each other. Because
Dude, like,
I told Jordan, I'm like, I need to wake up earlier. I even set my alarm for 6:30, and then I just laid in bed. And then I felt back to sleep.
I set mine for 6:30, and then I said, heck no, I'm not getting up.
But I figure I'm like, I just started a new program, so it'd be cool to like start waking up earlier too.
Yeah. So I got up at 7, drank my Energize, and started at like 7:15, 7:20. And then I was done like 5 minutes before our call.
Wow.
Because I was like, right every day what I started doing since my life just seems like a mess is I write myself a checklist. I'll show you.
Okay.
So here's my list. Can you see it?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so on every day, like, this is all the stuff that I've got going on that I have to deal with. And then, like, this is the stuff I need to do. Even, like, get dressed and exercise, put it on there just so I feel good about myself.
Yeah. No. Those are
And like, I took all that checklist stuff from Fly Lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like, cause she's got forms you can print out and an app, but I like having a physical thing I can check off, and so I just put it in my planner, and then like the stuff that's really important that I've got going on, like I'll write it in. So I'll write that in, and then I've got my checklist of everything I've got to do. And in that checklist, like I include like stuff I need to get done around the house, just so I stay on top of it. And I know like, okay, these are the things that have to get done today.
So are you just
But
online, or did you buy the book?
no, I just do it online. It's free.
Oh, well, look at that.
But if you go to flylady.net,
Yeah.
and then you have two different options as far as like emails go. And there's the regular Fly Lady emails, and then there's Fly Lady Lite. I do the light one because I don't want 10 emails a day.
Okay.
That drives me nuts. And so if you do the regular Fly Lady, then you seriously get like 10 emails a day. But I do the Fly Lady Lite, and then you only get one or two of it.
Okay.
And it has like different things to work on. Like this week is like your master bedroom, and it breaks it down so you have one thing to declutter in your master bedroom every day. Like yesterday was like clean under your bed and vacuum, and then like today is what's today? Oh, it's like declutter your sock drawer, sock and underwear drawer, and then tomorrow it's declutter your nightstand and dust it. Like every day is something different.
Oh, that's cool.
So I write those on my list, and I write them on my list so I can check them off.
That's awesome. We'll have to look at that. Huh.
Yeah, check it out.
Look at it.
Flylady.net.
Alright. Look at that.
All right, well, I'm going to go shower before my visiting teachers get here.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, we'll see ya.
Bye.